I just don't. I don't know. I guess. Like, what's your like content? Like when you, I guess, film content for your client. Like, do you have like a framework that you follow?
Let me ask you a few simple questions. What problem are you solving?
We're solving a accessibility gap between students and them accessing like information, like events.
So
Yeah.
those schools are the ones that are populating the events in the app so that it would show up. Or are you guys doing that? Who's populating those events in the app?
Right now we are populating. We have we have a data engine that scrapes like events information and then posts it on here.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So you don't have like an
but
internal thing. It's all done through AI.
yeah, pretty much. But eventually we want like the real club owners to like start posting their own content instead of us scraping data.
So right now, wouldn't it make more sense for you to target those people that host the events? Rather, because right now you almost have to work backwards because right now you're trying to attract
Yeah.
students into your app. Whereas I think you should be attracting people that are hosting events into your app because then they're gonna do the marketing for you. So because right now you're attracting students, but then when the students get there, they're like, well, where are the events? Right? For example, you're probably only able to access events that are online. There might be some events that are not posted online because the truth
Right.
is not every event is going to be posted online, especially when those are things are, you know, whether they're just new, right? If they're
Mm.
new or they're not that popular or they're just it's a small, I don't know, small interest, so they don't feel the need to promote it online. And so, but if you promote this app to the people that are creating the events, because if you create an event, what are you going to do? You're going to promote it. And so if their event is on Fable Social, they're going to be like, hey guys, we have an event, just go on Fable Social to register. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you almost have to work in reverse. So in the beginning, right now you're trying to attract an audience that isn't really gonna use your product yet, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. So you need vendors. It's like a mall, right?
Mm.
Think of Fable Social as a mall. You're trying to buy in buyers when there's no vendors. So before you bring in the buyers, the
Mm.
people, you need to make sure that the mall is filled with vendors.
Right.
You got the restaurants, you got the clothing store, you got sports stores. You almost have to work at it in reverse. And
Mm.
because those stores, those vendors, using this example, they're gonna do their own marketing. And what are they gonna say? Hey guys, we're at Saint Laurent Mall. Hey guys, we're at Rideau Center.
Yeah.
And so they're basically doing your marketing for you, and they're gonna be bringing in the customers. So you don't even really need to, well, obviously you still will need to in the future, but that's just where my mind is at.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like it makes total sense. Like what would be the incentives of the clubs joining this app? But I guess
Yeah, I think the
they're
biggest thing is just like, hey, we will offer more visibility. In the beginning,
yeah.
you're gonna be like, hey, this is just another opportunity for you to promote your services or your
Mm.
club, right? There's really no direct like incentive unless you might be like, hey, we have 1,000 students at Carleton U that uses this app, so this might just be another opportunity for you to post your
Mhm.
post your events there. You just got to be transparent, and then eventually it'll start to catch. Eventually it'll just start to, people will just know about it, right?
I like it. I like the analogy.
But yeah, but in terms of content, I think your content is great, bro. I think the biggest thing that I'll say with your content is like you can film a lot of your content at university campuses, bro, because students are gonna recognize what a campus look like. You wanna make sure that the environment is familiar.
Yeah, that's true. Environment is familiar.
Yeah, you gotta make sure
Yeah.
the environment is familiar. You already do a great job of using the right people because they look like students. You know, you're not using old people that don't look like university students. And if your content is around events, then you should be creating content around events. or clubs. So you might have to do some hard content work, bro, where you go and you reach out to somebody and say, hey, I know you're running a club. Do you mind if we just come hang out with you guys and just create some content?
Mm.
Right? Like you actually might have to go pull up at a few real clubs and, yo, we're promoting this new product. What can we do so that we can promote each other? This whole one thing I've learned is if you want to become popular, or like if you want to gain traction, yeah, talk when you promote yourself, it's one thing, but when other people promote you, it's a whole other thing. Why do you think streamers become so successful? Why do you think celebrities become so popular? It's because news outlets are talking about them, meme pages are talking about them. When other pages are talking about you, that's when you go viral, because now you're not talking from a perspective of like, hey, this is what I do. It's more of like, yo, have you heard Fable Social just did this crazy thing, right? Imagine. So it's like when you can get other people to talk about you, that's going to be more powerful in terms of creating an impact and in terms of creating motion and getting new audiences, right? You might even notice this, just the way people word it. Daesol Jung just opened Fable Social, right? Imagine Six Buzz said something like that. Now it puts you on a pedestal, right? Rather than just posting it on Fable Social and saying, our founder is Daesol Jung, you know? You see how it just like depending on
Yeah.
what kind of words you use, it kind of shifts
Yeah.
the power. So if you can get other people to talk about your product, then that's when it becomes more powerful and it